Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Idaho. Alright, we got things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, I mentioned that I would like to wrap a little bit of hay. So currently I have this guy. He is doing a little bit of baling and driving through things apparently. So he's doing a little bit of baling. He's just following behind our swather at the moment. And we have a couple bales out at the moment, nothing too crazy at the moment. I think I've said at the moment way too many times already. I'll try and not say that so much. Anyways, so that's what's going on. That's what's going on there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to buy the wrapper. So I did test it off camera to see if it worked, and indeed it does, which is pretty awesome. It was actually a really easy change. Like, I was slapping myself in the face, so to speak, that I didn't make it earlier. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier, because it is, like I said, a really simple change to make. Anyways, so we're going to wrap a few square bales here. Like I said before, the only downfall of using this particular wrapper is it does change the size of it, so it changes it to what the in-game baler size of bales looks like. But the actual quantity of silage that it creates is the same as the bale size, which is pretty cool. And you can actually use this with regular square bales as well. The in-game ones you could use this with as well. If you made the change I did, which is basically changing, it was like dry grass windrow to silage. That's the only thing I changed, was like one line. It wasn't even a line, like it was within parentheses I changed. And that's all that I changed. And now it makes silage. And I was just like I said, I was kind of like, what? That's all it is? So, kind of shooting myself in the foot for not doing this earlier, because this is a really cool wrapper. So. This is what happens when you drink water and try to drive. It doesn't work so well. Anyways, alright, so that's what we got going on today. We got those two guys, the one guy baling, the one guy cutting, and we're just going to do a little bit of wrapping. So this is what we are going to do. And then maybe we'll give our animals a little bit of... we'll give them a little bit of straw as well. We'll see. Also, I have the Lizzie high-tip front loader there. That is currently unloading small bits and pieces. I think it is, at least. Let's just double check. Yeah, I thought so. I thought maybe I had left it for a second there. But I'm glad I didn't. Anyways, it's a long truck back to the farm from the shop. I also need to get, like I said before, I need to get something that can move these front loader bales. I need a front loader that can move the bales, basically, because they are a bit bigger than what we were using before. We were using these small 4-foot round bales, which that old farmall has no problem moving. However, now we're moving to these 6,000-liter bales, which is, you know, 3 times the weight, and the farmall had a little bit of trouble moving them to begin with, so we'll have to consider that. There aren't that many front loaders. I know Greg wanted me to get a John Deere front loader. I think the only John Deere front loader I have is from the Ago pack, or Ago, how you want to say it. I think that's the only one I have that I can think of off the top of my head. I know there's a telehandle, but it's not amazing, so. I could technically use the Massey Ferguson, I think. I don't know where the actual... I think the front loader arms are at the main farm, not the livestock farm, though. That would be the only downfall of that scenario. Apparently I'm holding up traffic. Drive around! No. That's... Sorry, I just reminded myself of an old Bill Cosby skit where he's talking about driving up a hill. And at the top of the hill there is a stop sign, and as he's driving up the hill, I think as he gets to the stop sign he's telling people to drive around because he's in a standard car, so he's going to roll back. So he's waving to the guy behind him going, drive around, and the guy behind him doesn't notice that he's saying this because he's saying the same thing to the guy behind him. It's an old skit from Bill Cosby. We're good? I don't know when that... I think it's from Bill Cosby himself, which is the... I think that's what the album was called, or the collection or whatever. Alright, so, how many bales? He's got a few bales out there, that's good. Looks like the John Deere swather isn't quite done yet. Not too much left, mind you. But there is a bit left. I suppose I could get the a Bobcat. I don't know if a Bobcat would be able to lift these bales, though. I think I've had this discussion, like, internal struggle before with these. Maybe it would. Maybe one of the bigger well, definitely one of the bigger Bobcats would have no problem. But the smaller ones, not so sure about. Also, because we have $198,000, we're kind of getting close to new combine territory. And hopefully we'll be able to pick one up maybe next episode, depending on what's ready and what's not ready. So, alright, so let's just close this, put that out. And we're just going to wrap them in the field because there's more space in the field than there is in the yard right now. So let's, so as you can see, that's what they changed to the other style, which is what I don't like about it. But other than that, there you go. That's what it looks like. For those people who have never seen it. Oh yeah, you gotta be in this one. Yeah, love this thing. Yeah, so like I said before, I was reminded of this particular wrapper from David Oldfield, who's from OEB Modding. So, anyways, you just plunk it out, like so. And it does, it's got a really nice, I think this was actually the one from the contest, if memory serves. So as you can see, it changes it to the in-game style, but it does hold the, or retain, I guess, the same size, or the amount it carries, so it's pretty cool. I like it. Actually, we're getting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe we'll get more than 6. Just the initial getting that bale, or getting that baler prepped is usually, that's the part that takes like the longest, it seems. So the swather's done. This is good. I probably could do use Courseplay for this, but I don't think it'd be that, well, in this scenario I don't think it makes much of a difference. I'm not sure what would be the best way to wrap bales like this. I guess you could just pick them up straight from the field, but I don't think this is really meant for that. I'm not sure. I don't know much about this machine. I have actually seen, I remember I saw a field a while back where all they just left the bales out in the field like that, all wrapped. It was pretty cool. At least I thought it was cool. Even the conveyor belt moves nicely. Look at that. Alright, let's take a nice wide turn here. Pick up that bale. Let's see. It's nice because you can see the edge right here. And this kind of automatically loads, which is nice too. So if you're like me and you're terrible at lining stuff up, especially for main cab, it makes your life a little bit easier. Nice. So like I said, we will have to consider some sort of front loader. So let's take a quick peek what we have there. It probably would have been better to go the other way, but anyways. Front loaders. What do we have? I want to get one that already has it attached, the arms attached, because I've had problems with ones that you have to attach after the fact. Like I said, I could get the Merlot. We don't have that many options. The old Ford 5000 maybe. John Deere H. I think this one's okay. Or the technically the Merlot is cheaper, but I'd only be using that for front loading. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I know there's a couple tractors that I have that have front loader attachments to them. Let's see, we have the truck. This one, which is already attached, which is only $1, unfortunately. I never change that because I don't use it that much. These guys, I do a front loader with one of these, but we don't use it because it didn't stay on very nicely, if you recall that. And what else do we have? The Ago one. Yeah, let's just go for the New Holland one. I know it works well, so I know it's only $1 and I have the money for it, so I'm not that worried about it, but it is a bit on the silly side in that regards. Here we go. And I'm just going to wrap this bale right here, and the reason being is because then they're kind of grouped together, which is kind of nice. So I don't have to worry about traipsing all over the field, or traipsing over the field so much, I should say. Which is one of the nice things. While this is... Let's hop into this guy. And let's just put him away. So he is done for the day. Which is nice. Stay out of the way of that thing. It feels like this thing, like you're kind of low, or kind of high in this thing, so you can't see like out the windows very well. That's the feeling I have, at least. Like I often, when I'm looking out the windows, I was like, it seems like you should be able to look out there and see more than what we can see already, so. Right here is good enough for the time being. There we go, perfect. And we have this corn header that we haven't used. Actually, we do have corn planted though, now that I think about it. Where is it? Fields. 13 is in corn, so we have that. And 36, so he's almost done. How is he coming along? Slowly but surely in oats. Which is good. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing. Apparently it doesn't wrap when you tab out of this tractor. That sucks. I thought it might, but obviously not. Oh well. Nice. Alright, let's grab these. What do we got? This bale right here. So the funny thing is you can just kind of like, you can drive by and just pick it up too. Just like that. Which probably isn't the most realistic thing ever, but it does work, as you just saw. Which is nice. And it does do a pretty good job wrapping. It's funny, I've been watching Scottish Gaming Guys, Grant. He's been using the Keverland round wrapper, and he's having some trouble with it because it doesn't have a nice automatic loading script or anything like that. So you have to like manually load, and it doesn't do a very good job of loading it. So he was having some bit of trouble with that, which sucks because it's a good little wrapper. But unfortunately, there aren't many good round bale wrappers out there. I think there is a McHale one. Like this, I want to say. I can't remember. But there is one out there that will do it, I believe. So, wow, that guy. Actually, I can't do this. Let me just set this guy on his way. Let me put him in. I have too many vehicles now. I don't know. Group 9's fine for the time being. So this guy. Oh, I thought he did have front loader. I know he does. Just gotta find the right button. You can put dualies on it. Let's turn those off. Which button is it? 7? There it is. Oh, I totally thought he had... I thought it was not just a regular attachment. I didn't realize it was a secondary thing. I didn't realize that. Well, it's not what I was looking for at all. I'm just gonna go sell it. Actually, I probably won't even make any money back from it. I thought it, for some reason, I thought it had a front loader attachment to it already. Obviously, it doesn't. That's a bit frustrating. The Ford 5000 probably could handle the bigger bales, I imagine. My biggest problem is just the reach, actually. Just because you do have to use a... Sure, let's just try this. I think it would be able to do it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this Ford would be able to hold, pick up those big bales? from that. Oh, that's crazy. It should be able to handle the big bales. Some of you may disagree, but this has just a bit more reach than that farm all does. We want to go from main to livestock. And in transfer mode, and send him on his way. And finish wrapping this bale because... it's just funny because it's like, yep, it'll be done by the time we get back there. Nope, it only starts when you get back. Oh man, that's terrible. Alright, it's 2 there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what you'd probably do in this scenario is you'd probably like line up all your bales, I imagine, and then do it like in one clean fell swoop, so to speak. But in this scenario, I don't know what you would do. I don't know. I guess this... I have seen bales in the field, so I know you can't... I've seen people... I haven't seen people do the wrapping, but I've seen wrapped bales in the fields, let's say that. So it's not impossible for this to be the situation, but just seems unlikely with this particular model, let's say that. But like I said, these are silage bales now. They are 6,100 liters. So if I hop over to this guy... Oh, he just popped out a bale. So if I hop over to this guy, and I'll show you how big the bales actually are. They're like 6,000 liters basically, so... which is cool, because that means it maintains the same size. Which is really nice actually, because the other Kverland one, it will change the size of the bale. So if I put a 2,000 liter bale in there, it'll make it into a 6,000 liter bale, which is not cool. I'm just happy it makes it into silage, so. Alright. How close is that guy to making a full bale? So there you go, 50%, it's about 3,000 liters. So that just gives you an idea of how big the bales are. Alright, let's unload that guy there. Yeah, it's funny, I used the same wrapper on the Modern American Farming map, actually. And, would have been nice to have been able to... What the heck is he slipping for? That's weird. I don't know why he's slipping. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's kind of strange. He shouldn't have been slipping there. Let's just say that. But obviously he was for whatever reason. So this field, he's got a good chunk of that field done actually. And let's just drive over here. And what we'll do is we will just fill up from over on this side here, because I think there's nothing there. No, there's definitely the case there. So let's just move this guy out of the way. It's funny, David Oldfield started using this on his Conestoga Let's Play. The problem he's running into, though, is the same problem I've run into with it. About it doesn't plow all the way, let's say, because if it runs over uneven ground, it doesn't like it very much. Let's just say that, which is a bit unfortunate because it's a pretty cool looking, pretty cool little implement, but it definitely does not like uneven ground at all, which is kind of sad. So I don't know where to put this. I feel like I could. It's not really enough area, enough space in there. Alright, let's just back it up and put it over by the silo for the time being. Because that seems like a good place for it for the time being. There. Actually, that's interesting. It looks like you can... Oh, just the way it looks. It looked like for a second there you could actually attach something to this. But you cannot. This guy's done. Excellent. So let's just move him over here. This is a good place for this baler right in here. And I'll deal with that guy later. So let's finish up the wrapping here. How many bales did he make in the end? He made what? One more? Perfect. 2, 4, 6. That's not so bad actually. And perfect. The Ford 5000 has arrived. This is good. Alright, so let's pick up this bale. And let's place it right here is a good spot, I guess. The one downfall is that you do have to... they don't like being... Well, you can pick them up with equipment that's appropriate for wrapped bales. Oops. But it doesn't always play very nice. You're better off choosing something that will... like this, a bale spike, for example. Unfortunately. There we go. Nice. Let's put this back into transport position. There you go. Sweet. There you go. That's the square bale wrapper, McHale 998. That is an old mod, actually. Interestingly enough, there was a bit of controversy or something around this particular mod. Because when it came out for a while, and then it disappeared off the contest website for whatever reason. Maybe they used a script they weren't allowed to or something. I don't know what the reason was, but it disappeared for a while off the website. But you can still, well, that's where I originally got it from. But you can get it still from LS 2013 now and whatnot. So there we go. And let's grab this bale trailer here. And the reason why I need to grab this thing is because I need to plow this field now. Let's just grab that. There we go. And let's just start with these ones right here, I guess. I don't know, actually. I could probably try to see if this automatically loads. I don't think it would, but it's possible. Toggle load products. Giants, round bales, wool pallets, small squares, normal squares. It might work, I don't know. That's just collision points, for those people who have no idea. Is that going to work? Toggle load products is 7. Big bales versus round bales, giant round bales, wool pallets, small squares, normal squares. Didn't think so. Anyways, I'm just curious. Alright, so let's grab that. Ford. Not that Ford. And actually I need to grab this guy, because I've been meaning to... I'm supposed to refill this guy. This is what happens, you get distracted. Jeez. Alright, so let's straighten it out and back it up. I should be able to refill the seeds over here. Should be in the keyword, of course. Assuming that trigger point is big enough over there. Not exactly sure how big it is, but it should be big enough. Maybe there's further back. Yeah, they definitely are. Refill. Oh, there it goes. Phew. Second there, I thought we were going to have trouble. Alright, let's grab this guy. Why did I just do that? It's not why I wanted to do it at all. The reason why we kind of upgraded to this bigger tractor is because, actually, can we put weight in the front of it? I totally forget. I think you can. No, not this one. You can add the drawbar, but you can't add weight. So there are some you can add weights to, and it's not a big deal, but this one isn't one of them. Alright, so we're just going to grab the spike from the farm all over here, and then we will pick up some bales. Let's do this. Let's move this forward a little bit here. Drop the spike. I guess we could drop the weight too. I don't know if we're going to need it or not. There we go. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I haven't really used that tractor, and I don't think I'm gonna use it anymore because I have this Ford 5000. I'm just gonna sell it, get it out of the way. Because I forget who mentioned, but someone asked me if I could keep my yard clean, and I was like, I'll do my best. So There you go, that's part of the reason. I also grab the weight while we're at it. I think we should be able to grab it. There we go. Nice. Let's go pick up some silage bales. Now there are some implements you can use. The McHale pack does come with some other implements, like I said, you can use to load silage bales in a more realistic manner, meaning something that doesn't pierce the wrapping, basically. But in this case, we're just going to go with this because I know it works. Let's see here. It's funny, when I drove a tractor for the first time loading bales, I realized that I kept trying to... well, this is going to work. Ooh, that's pretty solid, actually. So I can't see it anyways. And it helps if you're on the right implement. Alright, this time. Nope. Am I locked that time? Here we go. Jeez. Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about now. Yes, I do remember now. I ran into a problem where where the heck? Why is it? What is it hitting? What is going on there? Look what's happening to this trailer. There's nothing actually hitting it. Maybe because it's considering it the same. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. What's going on there? Wow, that's really strange. Maybe, I don't know what's going on. Maybe because it's... yeah, it's probably... yeah, I bet you this is what's happening. Oops. This is... start loading bales. No. There's no lock on this? I can't say unlock or lock? No, apparently not. That's annoying. I thought there was a lock feature, so that's probably what's happening. It's that thing has a locking mechanism, I suppose, and what's happening is it's automatically locking the bales. It seems, at least. Anyways, yeah, one of the things I figured out when I was loading bales one while back was that when you trying to line up, it's actually a bit better to line up backing up because it's more maneuverable where you want to line yourself up. So instead of trying to do like this and go forward all the time, it's easier to go backwards and line yourself up because then you can position where your front is. I wonder if it's just because it's at the front there. Oh, that's strange. This one appears to be doing the same thing, but I think what's happening is it's automatically, because that bale's just floating there. So if I drop into here, that's really odd. Ah, get out of there. Yeah, that's really strange. Wonder what's happening. Wonder what's causing that. Alright, let's grab this bale. And the nice thing about these bales, actually, as I'm discovering, is they're actually pretty solid. So normally you kind of phase through a bale quite a lot, but look, I'm just hitting this bale and I'm actually pushing it, which is really nice, because that's not normally the case. Normally you just move them all over the place. Or you like phase through the bales in the sense that you don't really, how do I say this? There's no collision with the bale itself. Oops, did it again. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why. That's really odd. Because it's like... I wonder if it would make a difference if this tractor wasn't attached. Let's just see. Nope, it's doing it still. That's really weird. Look at that. It's like there's some sort of... If I just drop it there, it's going to stay in midair, isn't it? Oh no, it's going to drop down. That's really odd. I don't like that. Not a one bit. But I can still pick it up. That's really strange. Might have to change this trailer out. Not gonna lie to you here. That's not cool. Okay, so if I pick it up now, or if I pick up that trailer again. Don't know how the tongue moved that much, but it did. I wonder how much they're actually going to stay on there. That's going to be the next key question, I guess. Alright, so start loading. Oh, they're sticking on there, which is good. But they definitely don't load very nicely. And perhaps it's the way I'm loading it. I could just try loading from the back. Maybe that will do it. I don't know. Maybe it's this toggle loading. F9. I want manual. There we go. Maybe that will do it. Is there an option to lock the bales? No, apparently not. But that might be the thing that'll change it. Yeah, they're sliding now, of course. That's really strange, though. Ah, it's funny because on the other, on the other map I'm playing on the Missouri map, I'm also loading some bales as well, but I'm using the round bales, and I was using one of the Euro DCN bale trailers, and it's completely different. It's interesting to see how these things work and how different bales act differently. Now these ones are silage bales, and if I had used just regular bales, I imagine that it would have been a little different again. So look at that, look at the collision, love that. So much better. Let's just try loading it from the back and see what happens. I am curious now. Alright. Let's just... Huh. That's strange. So it seems to be just the way I'm loading them, I guess, because I'm loading it on the side. That's odd. Good to know, though. Anyways, I think that'll be it for today, folks. My name is Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Idaho. Catch you guys later.